Hi, I'm Cameron McKenzie. I'm the author of What is WebSphere and the SCGA certification guides. Please head over to my site, scga.com, even mcnz.com or pulpjava.com, and please check out my site, see some of the tutorials, maybe even click on a Google ad or two to help support the site, even buy some Amazon books. Anyways, one of the things I wanted to demonstrate was just the idea of creating a multi-mode portlet. One of the big differences between regular servlet and JSP development and portlet development is the availability of these things called portlet modes. So with a portlet, we have every portlet has to have a view mode. Portlets can optionally have an edit mode for user customizations, a help mode for helping the user understand how to use a portlet, and even custom modes that perhaps configure, print, about, something like that that might be supported by a server. In this example, I just want to create a portlet that has all of the various standard modes associated with it: edit, help, and view. And I'm going to call this the multi-mode project. And in this multi-mode project, I'm going to create an empty portlet. And this empty portlet is going to be called the multi-mode portlet, is the name of it. There we go, the multi-mode portlet. All of this looks good. And I'm going to put it in a package called com.examscam.portlet. And it will be the multi-mode portlet. That all looks good to me. Now, using IBM's Rational Application Developer, you can actually add in support for the modes, also support for multiple markup languages, but we're talking about modes right now. I'm not going to do this. I'm actually going to add multiple mode support all by hand. Now, there's two pieces to implementing multiple modes inside of a portlet. Okay, all portlets have to support the view mode. Basically, a portlet has to be able to be displayed on a page. I'm going to copy some code from my book. Okay, it looks like it all compiles, so it looks like everything in the book is good. However, so every portlet has to have a doView mode, but optionally, a portlet can also have a doEdit or a doHelp mode, or any number of custom portlet modes that are available through the portal. Now, with this portlet, it's very simple. The doView method simply prints out, hi, this is the view method. For the doEdit method, it says this is the edit mode. And for the help mode, doHelp, it just prints out this is the help mode. So this portlet is just to demonstrate how to get support for those different portlet modes. Now, really, in help, you describe information about how to use a portlet. The edit mode is used to maintain user customization. So when somebody provides a user preference and you want to store that persistently, you use the portlet preferences object that's only available through the edit mode. We'll talk about the edit mode a little bit later. Now the first part of supporting multiple modes is having a corresponding do method. So doEdit, doHelp, doView. However, that's not enough. In order to actually support all the various portlet modes, you have to actually make a change in the portlet.xml file. And I think you can actually kind of say the different modes through one of these windows here. So there's a modes tab, and you can add different modes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it right through the source. And so I've got some hacked code here from my book, making sure that all compiles and works properly. And you notice right here that this portlet indicates that it only supports the view mode for text HTML. I'm going to change that, just shake that up a little bit, and say that my portlet supports view, edit, and help modes for text.html clients. I'll save that. The formatting's a little bit off. I'm going to just stop my server and then right-click on my multi-mode portlet and say Run on Server and see how this works. So it looks like my server is stopped. I'm just going to right-click on my multi-mode portlet project and say Run on Server. So after right-clicking and saying Run on Server, you can see that my portlet now comes up, and it says to me, hey, this is the view mode. That all looks good. But you'll also notice that over on the right-hand side, I have these new icons that weren't available before. And if I actually take a look at, say, my image display port. Did I mention that I wrote a book called What is WebSphere? Not sure. Should buy it. But you'll notice that I've only got the maximize and minimize buttons here. There's no pencil and there's no help mode. However, for my multi-mode portlet, you can actually see that I have an additional help mode and an additional edit mode as indicated by the pencil. When I click on the help button, I get an annoying pop-up window. I just don't like pop-up windows, but that's how they implement it. And this says, this is the help mode. And if I click on the edit button, I get a little message that says, hey, this is the edit mode. Also notice how the edit mode maximizes, pushes other portlets off the screen. And then this little caret here can take me back into the view mode. And of course, that's all made possible by the fact that I've added to the portlet.xml file the support for these modes. Simply having the do methods will not make those icons appear. And, of course, as I just mentioned, having the appropriate do method. So having a doEdit method and a doHelp method along with a doView method in a portlet. And that's how you actually create a portlet that implements multiple modes using JSR 168 APIs and, of course, the help from the deployment descriptor as well. Anyways, that's about it for this tutorial. I do want to recommend that I am the author of What is WebSphere. Please go and pick up a couple of copies of those books. Buy them off me on Amazon.com. Go to my website, go to scja.com, take some of the free online mock exams, and while you're there, check out some of the sponsors, check out some of the Google ads, and if you see something that you're interested in, well, by all means, click on a Google ad and help support our website. Anyways, that's about it for now. Last thing I'm going to say is happy Portal.